Hello everybody, it's June 19th, 2020. It's Friday, which means we go over the newest additions to my board game library. And it's actually a pretty slow week. I know the last few weeks or the last month or so has been really good week by week. But I was really busy this week with work, and there was no estate sales that had anything good. No games were found. No Facebook marketplaces this week. The only two I got were one was from Letgo, and the other one was from eBay, which literally just arrived about 10 minutes ago, and it's 9:45 p.m. on Friday. So I'm surprised they delivered this at 9:30 at night. I mean, I was like, oh, I saw him walking around. I go, is that for Unit B? Okay, that's me. So I literally just opened it. So only two games this week, so nothing too big. Let's go over the one I got from the Letgo app. This is a very interesting game. I don't know if I'm ever going to learn it. It's probably one of the most weirdest games I've ever purchased. And it is Wadjet. W-A-D-J-E-T. It's an Egyptian game. I guess what happens is, I haven't read up on it too much. Like I said, it was a busy week. What you're doing is you're going through all these, I don't know if they're catacombs or whatever you're going through, but there's 25 Egyptian treasures that are in the game, and you're trying to figure out the 25th one. And this is some of the stuff that comes with it. They have an expedition log that comes with the game, and you keep track of what you find in what areas. So you can see there's 25 right there, 25 different treasures and the values. And you actually write down the location where you found them. All sorts of weird stuff. So I thought, okay, what did I get myself into here? And then each player has their own expedition record. There's 4 different players you can choose from. And they have these little folders that you keep your paperwork in. So it's kept private. And there's 4 of these for each player. Now what's fascinating is I saw the story. It tells you a story behind it. Yeah, that's the story. So, so if I'm in the mood for any light reading, I guess I could read the story behind it. And then this is a diagram of the board, what it looks like, which I will show you now. It actually shows you a diagram of what all the spaces are and all that good stuff. I might be a little over my head on this one, but hey, whatever. So these are different tomb sites, and what you're trying to do is you're trying to find out what treasures are out there so you can figure out what the 25th treasure is. Here is the board, which is pretty gigantic, but pretty cool looking. So here it is. Pretty huge. Yeah. Pretty darn big, man. And let me fold this up here so it doesn't get all messed up. Man, it's a huge board. Look at the pieces. The pieces in here amaze me. Here is the cards, the money, all that good stuff. This is where this little envelope here is where you put the 25th treasure in. But you can see all the money, the cards are really amazing. Now look at these pieces. These are the player pieces. These are not plastic. But look at this. I mean, that is the actual play piece. And you think Conspiracy has really cool little busts that are plastic. I mean, this is really, talk about amazing. Yeah, you got this guy with the hat. Each one of them has a name. Obviously, I don't know their names. I don't want to break them. But look at I mean, that is just amazing. What kind of work went into these? Very amazing. But there's 4 of those. They give you 2 little wood dice, and the cards are pretty amazing too. Let's see, where are the treasure cards? So you got the different treasure cards in here and whatnot. So very interesting game. Very weird. Probably the strangest game I ever got. But I actually picked this one up. Like I said, I got this off of Letgo, and I found it, went ahead and drove over there and got it just because it just looks fascinating to me. So whether I ever understand it and hopefully do a review on it, I would love to be able to do that. But it looks pretty darn complicated, and a lot of people said it is pretty complicated. And it's almost not worth going through all the work to find out. That's why I was reading some of the reviews on it. But anyway, I went ahead and got it. It's pretty heavy too. It's not a light box at all. It's actually very heavy. Now let's go over to the second game that I got this week, the one that just arrived 10 minutes ago. It is called Race to Riches. This one here, this is the wheeling dealing game of Fast Fortunes. Yes. I'm trying to remember what year this is from. I didn't look it up before doing this. Does it have the year on here anywhere? Of course it doesn't. All right. Yay. I believe it's from the 90s, if I'm not mistaken. Race to Riches. Let me show you the game board. This is what the game board looks like. Not nearly as big as Wadjet. Thank you. Thank goodness. Here it is. Here is the game board. And what you have in the middle, you see all the different stocks. You got gold. Was it gold, oil, and then you have bonds, stocks, commodities, and over here you got currency. And what's cool about the little spinner that comes with this game, here, wow, this is really great condition. It's not cracked or anything. That's good. Is you have the little spinner on here. And how you determine what the stocks are, you spin the spinner. And whatever it stops on, see the way it's up and down? So you determine the stocks on how you spin the wheel. Now, however it stops, that's how you determine where the stocks are. Very, very interesting. And of course it comes with cards, a bunch of cards here, and dollar bills. Gotta have the dollar bills. So anyhow, so that's pretty much the games this week. Only the two. I didn't really, like I said, I didn't really have a chance to really shop around too much this week. So we had Wadjet and Race to Riches. That's all I had to report this week. Maybe we'll see if next week is better. And until next time, thank you so very much, and happy gaming.